Hi guys, and welcome to another Wildflower Plays video. Today we are just doing a World of Warcraft video with Ellie here, our level 67 Druid. I've decided that I'm going to focus on her mostly now that my warrior Anome is level 90. I'm going to go ahead and start working on getting Ellie here up to level 90 as well. And I think I've only done one or two videos with her so far, but I really like the Druid and the Hunter as well, so I'll be doing videos with our other character who's a Hunter. I can't remember what level she is right now, but I think pretty low. I don't think she's very high. But anyway, so right now we are queued for a dungeon, and the wait time is about 7 minutes, so we'll see how long it takes to get in, and if it takes too long to get in, we'll just do some questing today. But yeah, I've been playing her a little bit. So she was 66, I think, in the last video, and now she's 67. Only about 21% of the way in. So yeah, and I do apologize. I am actually quite sick today. For any of you who did notice, yeah, I didn't make a video on Thursday or on Friday because I was sick. So hopefully my voice, sounds okay, and hopefully I'm not sniffling too much. But yeah, I guess that's what I get for, feeling excited about fall. I was like, okay, summer's almost over, and I'm not a huge fan of summer. I like going swimming. I like going to the beach because we do finally live close to the beach, whereas I've never lived close to the beach before in my life. So that is exciting, and hopefully we can go to the beach one last time before summer's over. But fall is probably my #1 favorite season. I just love the food that comes with fall: pumpkin and baked goods, and pumpkin spice lattes, and Halloween, and all the fall colors and fall clothing. And I used to be a photographer, and since moving to Virginia, I haven't really pursued photography. I want to turn off. This is kind of bugging me how you can see all these. I don't do the pets. If you have any tips on how to do the pet thing, let me know, because they used to not be as such a big deal until recently, and so I don't really know what's going on with the pets. But if you have any tips on how to start getting into using pets and playing with the pets side of WoW, leave a comment below. But anyways, yeah, in Utah, before I moved to Virginia, I was a photographer, and fall was always my favorite time of year because I was really busy doing lots of family pictures. And what's #1 here? Speak with Rowdy. Sure. I have signed the waiver. Sorry. Yeah, can you hear that horrid cough? I'll probably cut that out. But anyways, yeah, in Utah I would do lots of family pictures in the fall, and so I was always really busy during that time of year. And Utah's really gorgeous in the mountains, and I love working with families. That's probably my favorite type of session to do, is family pictures. So I think I will try pursuing it a little bit more. I mean, I've done a handful of sessions here in Virginia, but I just haven't really pursued it because we weren't sure if we were going to be staying here a long time. Long time. We weren't sure if we were going to stay here a long time. No, we weren't sure if we were going to be staying here long term, but since we have decided to be staying here long term, I think I will go ahead and pursue that, just because I do really miss it. One thing that's different about Virginia that I really disliked is that, especially, really only during the summer, it is so humid that your camera will actually fog up. And I don't know how to combat that. It's so gross, because it's just sorry, let me take a time out during our photo shoot to wipe off this humidity off my lens. So gross. But yeah, let's see. So we're just working on this quest. Crystal Flare Slain. Okay. I mainly fight in the cat form here as a druid. I do really love the druid because, oh, we're getting attacked. Put my tea down. I do really love the Druid because you can switch through, you know, being the just standard, I don't know what it's called, just like your standard Druid where you're in your real form, quote unquote, your, you know, as in this case a night elf form, but, and there's no like loading time, you can do that in the middle of combat, but, and you have a handful of healing, which is nice too, so I don't usually die too often as this character, but I don't feel like they're good about they can't handle really getting teamed up on. At least I can't. Maybe that means I'm not a good druid, but I feel like as a warrior I can handle getting ganged up on pretty well, but, and the paladin, the death knight, oh man, you can take so much with those, but those are mainly for sneaking a lot, so. Come on. And I feel like her energy, I thought it was called something else. Energy? Sure. The energy takes a long time to load. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Someone had told me about League of Legends, the game, and they were like, oh, it's kind of like WoW. I, you know, was really into it. Those are my two favorite games, and so I was like, sure, I'll check it out, whatever, right? No, it was really, I thought it was really lame. Honestly, like, I think it just recently became, like, the #1 online game, has the most online players, but to be honest, I think that's because it's free. I don't think it's because it's actually that great of a game, whereas, you know, you have Skyrim Online, you have WoW, you have Star Wars, you have a lot of other online options, but they're not free. And so I think that kind of prohibits them from getting as many players. Obviously, Star Wars does have that free option where you're a little limited, but you can still be playing and not paying. And I might make another video with Star Wars. Okay, dungeon time. But we'll see. What was I saying? But yeah, I don't know. I just was like, it's just basically like a cheap version of WoW. I don't know. If you like that game and love it, let me know why, because I would be curious to find out why. But trying to catch up here. What's our tank? A Death Knight? Is that right? Yeah. Death Knights are pretty strong generally as a tank, I think. Yeah, I apologize. I do have a Sims 3 YouTuber edition video coming, you know, the Let's Play My Life. If you guys remember me talking about that, I am going to be coming out with those shortly, but they just take a lot of time to get ready, and I am a bit of a perfectionist, so it is really hard to get all the details done. It's not necessarily hard, it just takes a long time. And so, you know, that is still a work in progress, and I apologize it's taking so long, but hopefully you guys enjoy that once I finally do have that ready to share. But I'm pretty excited about that series to be starting. I'm not really sure what direction I'll be taking it in, but I'm excited to do kind of more storytelling, a little bit more, I guess. But yeah, so I feel like people always, like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I feel like in dungeons a lot of time loot gets missed a lot. And it's like, oh, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think I've ever done this dungeon. On Saturday, my husband and I went and saw Guardians of the Galaxy, the new Marvel movie, and I I was pleasantly surprised with it. I heard lots of good things. I honestly hadn't heard a single bad thing about it. And so I was like, you know what? We haven't seen a movie in a while. Let's go see that. And I loved it. Oh my goodness, it was so good. This might be like blasphemous, some people might say, but for me, honestly, it was like Star Wars meets Marvel, really, because it's all in, outer space, or this, it doesn't take place on Earth or anything like that. So you have these other characters and who are outside of, the Avengers realm and whatnot. And obviously, like Thor, he's a god, so he's from heaven or space. I don't know, Azeroth, whatever it's called. But this one is really like, you have all these aliens, and whatnot. But yeah, I thought it was really good. It was a lot better than I expected. So if you are interested in a good movie to go see and haven't seen that one yet, definitely go check that out. I'm a huge fan of Chris Pratt, who plays the main character in it. And, obviously I know him from Parks and Recreation, which most people know him from. And I think he's really hilarious, and he did a great job. And he got nice and fit for the role. It was kind of weird having Vin Diesel as Groot, the little tree-like thing, because, such a big actor having such a little part, essentially, because he really only has one line. Well, 2 lines the entire movie. And I'm not even joking, he has like 2 lines the entire movie. So I did find that kind of weird that such a big actor played such a small role, but supposedly, I was reading trivia, and honestly, I always love reading the trivia on movies after I go and see them. I'm a big movie buff. I always like knowing little behind the scenes and hidden facts about movies, and so I was reading the trivia for Guardians of the Galaxy, and it was honestly the longest list of like trivia behind the scenes stuff that I've ever read. It was so big. So if you're into that kind of stuff, go to, I have the app called IMDb, Internet Movie Database, and if you just scroll down under where it lists like the actors underneath that, you can read the trivia there. And I don't know how accurate it always is, because I think it's just like people who, I think anyone can critic account and submit things, but I don't know. I thought those were interesting. Oh my gosh, my throat. Maybe I'll make some soup today. But yeah, anyways, what I was saying on the trivia, one of the things that I read was that, Vin Diesel said that the role of Groot helped him in his grieving of losing his friend Paul Walker, who had passed away last year, right? Because the character Groot, is just kind of peace-loving, kind of like quote-unquote hippie kind of thing, and just, so that helped him, grieve, I guess. So, I mean, I guess that's good, even though it was a really small role, apparently it was helpful to him in some way. So I thought that was good to learn. I was curious, I'm like, how much did he get paid for 2 lines? Like, I did read that he also, since he only had 2 lines, he read them in a bunch of different languages so that, around the world it would actually be his voice rather than just being dubbed over, which is kind of cool. But obviously it makes sense because he only had 2 lines, so it's possible to do that rather than, having to go through an entire movie. And my husband just got to level 90 this weekend on his hunter. For some reason I thought he was already at level 90, so I was like, oh, I thought you were already at level 90. But apparently not. So he's there now. Sorry guys, I'm like sniffling. So gross. They're gonna mute just the mic. Like, I need to mute my mic or something instead of turning off the video entirely. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I guess I haven't done this before because I remember this part. This tank's pretty good. I hate when tanks, I've said this before, I hate when tanks avoid things because it's like, you know what, you're just asking for us to get ganged up on. Like, right, you know? Whoa.
Serve your benedict.
I'm trying to think what else. Oh yeah, I rewatched. I already saw it in theater, so it wasn't like my first time watching it or anything, but I rewatched the Amazing Spider-Man 2 yesterday. And seriously, I think that is my favorite of all the Spider-Mans. Like, I didn't hate the Spider-Mans with Tobey Maguire. Like, I didn't mind those ones. I thought they were okay. But I do really like this actor that they have, you know, for the newer ones. I think he does a really great job. And I love Emma Stone. Like, she is just so adorable, I think. And the ending is really heartbreaking. So, you know, if you read the comics or you're familiar with the comics, you probably kind of know what's coming. But regardless, it is still pretty sad. Oh man, my throat is hurting something. Sorry, hopefully you can't hear me like chugging down my tea over here. So gross. But yeah, I mean, I'm not crazy about the villains. Like, I don't know. The whole like blue guy thing is kind of annoying to me. But I don't even know what his name is. But I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's like the best comic book movie, but I think just because I love Emma Stone so much, that's probably why I like it so much. But definitely a good one to watch. I've been wanting to rewatch the Captain America the Winter Soldier, and I think that one comes to DVD this week, I think on the 19th, which is tomorrow, I think. Yeah. What is today? Yep, tomorrow's the 19th. Oh my goodness, I do not like being sick, guys. That's for sure. How did I pick up 2 quests from you? Oh, it's back at the beginning. I guess I can just do this, right? And then I teleport out and then back in. Isn't that right? And teleports me at the beginning. Teleport to dungeon, right? Booyah! This one, I guess. The same basically as what I'm wearing, but at least it's blue. Yeah, I definitely. Oh, Muffy. I realize that she has quite low gear, but she doesn't have a lot of money, so oh well. Alrighty. Leave instance group. Well, I will finish up this quest and we will call it a day then, I suppose. Or not. We'll go over here. What was I saying? I really like the Winter Soldier, Captain America, the second one. It was a lot better than I had expected, and a shocking twist that they did a good job on. I mean, I think anything Disney gets their hands on, they do a great job, so. I mean, I am a big fan of the Marvel series, especially now that, you know, Disney is in charge of a lot of it, so I don't know. Don't have any complaints. Some people are like, yeah, they're gonna make it too kiddish, but I don't know. I'm a big fan of Disney, so I don't have any complaints. So. Kill this out right here. And I'm not sure what day. I will let you guys know, but I will be uploading a video to my other channel, Wildflower. And I'm not really sure what to do with that channel. It will, at some point I'd like to start vlogging, but not a lot goes on in a day-to-day basis where I can vlog. So I'm just like, hi, here's me playing video games. Hope you guys are having a great day. Hi, here's me eating something unhealthy. You know, like, I think my vlogs would be really lame right now. Maybe once we have kids, I definitely would want to do vlogs. Not necessarily just for the sake of becoming vloggers, you know, becoming quote-unquote YouTube vloggers, but just because I love having so much video of your kids. Your kids grow up and they change so fast. And, you know, these vloggers who have vlogged for such a long time, it's like you have from, you know, the past 5 years or whatever of your kids growing up. Like, how awesome is that? At least to me, I'm like, that's really awesome. Regardless of, you know, where you have gone in your YouTube career, your kids have these little daily video diaries, or even, you know, even if you don't do it daily, you know, you have these little video diaries that your kids will always have, which I think is really cool, you know. And it's like, I wish I had something like that. Like, I have a lot of pictures of me when I was younger, but obviously I don't have a lot of, you know, like video like that. So I think it's really cool, you know, and I would definitely want to have something like that just for, you know, memory's sake, I suppose. But right now I do have a July favorites video, and like August is almost over, so it's kind of late to be uploading that, but I do have a July favorites video that I filmed, and I'll probably start doing movie reviews on there. I'll probably do a review, maybe once a week of a movie. I don't really know. And so, I have a few travel vlogs that I've made, but I haven't really shared, that I'll probably upload to there, so I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see. If you have any requests, I might do some tag videos. But yeah, if you have any ideas or you want to check that out, I'll let you know once that video is up there. Hoping some point this week. I want to have like my channel trailer uploaded first, and I haven't made that yet. I tried making it, but I just didn't love it, so I ended up deleting all the footage that I made just because I didn't like how it was coming together. So let's see. Only a few of these, don't I? Nope. There was another movie I was excited about, but now I can't remember what it was. Oh, I've been really wanting to rewatch The Fault in Our Stars. I read that book early this year, right before the movie came out, and then I went and saw the movie and of course bawled my eyes out just like everybody else. But I've been really wanting to rewatch it because it is such a good one. And you know, I've been a fan of John Green for a long while, and I didn't realize he was the same John Green who wrote the books. Like, I knew about both, but I thought they were separate people until probably like a year or two ago. Like, not very long ago, I finally put it together. But I think him, you know, the Green, the Vlog brothers are just awesome. You know, they just seem like awesome down-to-earth folks. So I do really love listening to the Air Biscuit podcast. It's a podcast that Rhett and Link do. And there's no video, so for you YouTube, you know, people who are YouTube addicts, you know, sorry, it's not recorded, you know, the video's not recorded, it's just audio. But I love listening to it when I'm working on chores or whatever, or on a drive. And they just interview other YouTubers basically. And the one I listened to this past week was I listened to Felicia Day, who she is a female gamer. She started the show The Guild, if you know that show. That's a pretty cool show. So she's pretty awesome, and hers was pretty interesting. I haven't actually finished her podcast all the way, and I also listened to Devin Supertramp, which his was really interesting to listen to, I thought. But yeah, if you want to listen to those, check those out. My favorite all-time one was J. Carl, because he's my favorite YouTuber. But they talk a lot about, you know, his beliefs, and like his was so long they ended up splitting it into 2 parts. And I think that's the only person they've done that with so far, but I think I'm being attacked by something, aren't I? Alright, how many left? Oh, I have 1 more. Okay. I'm like, I feel like this is taking forever. Oh my goodness, if I can find one. Here we go. I haven't even got a good look of you guys. You guys are creepy looking. Yay. How many of these left do I have? I have been doing this quest right? Am I supposed to kill these things? Yeah, I didn't get anything. Am I doing this wrong? I don't know. What more thing? I'm supposed to I don't know. Whatever. That's what I get for not reading quests. How long have I been playing now, and I still do that all the time? I'm so bad about reading quests. Oh well. Alright, well, we'll just go ahead and turn this quest in. I was like, where'd that guy go? Over here?
Honored, I'm sure.
You're ugly. Place the oscillating frequency scanners in such a way that when you stand amongst them, you are hit by 5 overlapping fields. What? I'm not gonna do that right now. Alright, well, we're gonna call it a day for this video. Thank you so much for taking the time to... Oh, this is not the end. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate anyone and everyone who watches these videos. And, oh, interesting. I'll go sit back. Can I sit back here? No. Oh well. But I really do appreciate anyone and everyone who watches these videos, and hopefully you found this entertaining. And sorry for coughing and sniffling. And I hope you guys have had a lovely weekend, and I will talk to you on Wednesday.